What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 61 of Touched by an Angel. We go all around the world. We meet ordinary people, have ordinary conversations that have the power to transform people's lives. So let's see what God does. What's up, young fella?
What's up, sir?
I am excellent, man. It's truly a pleasure and honor to be here with you. But just for the record, I just met you 30 seconds ago, correct?
30 seconds ago.
All right, cool. We're going to jump
actually
right.
28.
28 seconds ago, they got a sense of humor too. Look, we're going to jump right into it. Here's the thing. We're approaching the holiday times, right? And it's the time when many people get stressed out when they're not in position that they need to be to buy gifts and have a Thanksgiving and all that they want for their family. With all of the mounting negativity that comes in, we got a new president that's starting in January. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people is divided in the country, this and that. You got all of this negativity going around. What are you doing to stay positive and stay out of the way of getting caught up in all this negativity?
I don't feed into the politics. I know that what you do individually, you can make their mega dream come true without the president's help, or without anybody in Congress or whatever seat they hold as a high position. It's what you do. The small businesses is local. The black-owned business, that's what run the economy. Black small business, that's a start. That got nothing to do with you going and reaching out to a president and complaining or whatever. You can go get your LLC for $250 and start your own business, rather it be breaking up leaves or the snowplow come, get your own snowplow business. So it's all where you find the research and your talent and your passion to push forward your agenda, your goals. So other people really got no strings attached to you.
Oh man, listen, this brother just set my soul on fire. This is an intelligent, wise brother. See, he basically saying this about personal accountability. See, he basically saying while you sitting around waiting for somebody great to come and save you, God is sitting around waiting for you to look deep within inside and become great. Man, that's a tremendous answer. So here's the thing. I'm going to tell you in a second what I feel for you, because that's what I do. I tap into souls. I tap into what you're not telling me. So if you allow me later on a little bit, I'm going to tell you what I feel from you. But let's shift gears a little bit, right? I already got a sense of your perspective, which is great. It's very wise. You a sharp brother. Brag on yourself a little bit. What's your strengths? What do you bring to the table? And everybody, like, I already see a bunch of them. But from your perspective, how do you see your strengths when you come to the table? What you bring into the party? I already saw the sense of humor. I already see the optimism, your enunciation, the way your perspective, the way you speak. I already see all that. Brag on yourself a little bit. What more you bring to the table? It's your time. Go ahead. Be arrogant. Brag on you.
Well, I'm working on the best version of myself. I just did 13 years in the joint, so I have no option to fail. It's my only success story is make a success story.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, my strengths is basically what I'm doing on my own, and me networking to get more information. That's a start.
Yes.
Me researching to get the information on my own, and we got the computer.
So let me jump in. That's the process of what's getting you to. But your strengths is what allow you to be open for that process. So you're bold. Right? You're wise, you're able to see the forest through the trees, you know what you need, so you're going out to get it, right? You're independent. You already explained the government ain't doing nothing for you. You can stand alone. You can do it for yourself. You just mentioned you did 13 strong, and I commend you for that, brother. That's not for the faint of heart. You know what I'm saying? And now you out. Was in prison for 13, you out, and this basically what you're saying is that my story is I can't lose, I gotta win. So you understand the power of alignment. Your words, thoughts, and actions be aligned with your truth. That's what this is all about. That fingerprint that you got, nobody else can match that. And you understand that. And you being accountable for that. That 13 years, okay, that was hard. But now it's behind you. So now the only time we look back is to see how far we come. So now that's something you stand on top of to help you be motivated to get further in life. So I'm still not going to let you off the hook. Tell me more positives about you.
Well, I'm about to graduate welding. The school's in 19 for Gerard, PTTI, but I'm graduating welding school it's December, so this month. I graduate that, and since I got the knowledge of the trade, I start off, working with somebody, but I could branch out and do my own thing because of the knowledge I had.
Man.
So that's just a strength that as you said, strength.
Yes.
I can go ahead and start my own business from what I learned in trade school. So that strength employs other people.
Yes.
Because I know the trade, and I can get other people to help me that put money in their pocket, and that make me my own boss.
So win-win.
So And that's just the beginning. Like I want to take advantage of all the free trades.
Let me say how I make. Go ahead.
Yeah. So that's just a start, but I'm trying to take advantage of all the free trades because they all in demand.
Yeah.
So auto tech is you can go to school for free for auto tech, HVAC, and I forget the third one, but it's 3 of them that I'm aware of that's free. So I take that free schooling, and I can become my own boss in them trades that I learned.
That's how smart.
So once I'm my own boss, I can employ other people that's in the struggle.
A win-win.
That got nothing to do with the president or the executive divide. That got nothing to do with nothing. That's my own, foot that I put forward.
Man, I'm so thankful I ran into you. You set my soul on fire. Yeah. Let me tell you how God is all in the middle of this. Because it say when 2 or more are gathered in my name, there am I in the midst. Let me tell you, you said you majored in welding, right? Right. You know the highest paid welders? Underwater welders. You know who else majored in welding? I went to Mass Farm High School. Okay. My major was welding. Oh. That's why I know that. The TIG weld, the tree sparking electrode. I know, you know what I mean? So listen, this was supposed to happen today, right? So another thing you said is that you want to empower and employ other people. So listen, you already know this, but you're a bona fide leader. You already know that. People been telling you that, but you know what else you got? You got love in your heart, right? So for you to do 13 strong and for you to be out here still looking, for you to have that love in your heart, show you from some good stock. It was some good people around you in your life, right? And here's the thing, you're a listener too, because that's why God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. We got to listen more than we talk. That knowledge and that wisdom that you got, see, wisdom only come from God, right? And see, you had to be listening. You didn't just get this knowledge and this depth of wisdom and knowledge just from being King Kong and got nothing. No, pride didn't get you that. Talk about the people that were influential into your life to help you to get here.
Well, two things that stand out of an old head schooling me. When I was in prison, they said, this is not the penitentiary. This is Penn State. And I'm like, what you mean Penn State? He said, this is a learning tool right here. The library, them free books in that library can change your life. And them books cost about 60 or more. You feel me? Just from the gun bus. And you getting that education for free just by going to the free library and returning the book on time. But it was free. So all here told me that this is Penn State. Basically, you could treat this environment as a school, as a learning stage, a learning process. So that's something old head taught me. And the second thing that stood out to me, another old head taught me, he had life. But he said one day, I'm not a criminal. I just had one bad day. So with that being stated, they label us that we criminals. They want to label you to keep you divided. Yeah. But once you define yourself, then that's all you need. You don't need other people in your head to write your story or to tell your story. You the one that need to be the author to tell your own story and publish it for $10.99 USA and $15.99 United Kingdom. Anyway,
but this brother on it. He got all the knowledge. Listen, go ahead, keep going. Go ahead.
Those are 2 things from that stood out from old heads giving me a game in prison. And I just wanted to touch on them too, because that's really,
man, that's amazing. And the more important thing is this. You're not looking at the cards you dealt. You're looking at how to play your hand, and you listen to them. You ain't have to listen to them, brothers. You listen to them. All right, shifting gears again. Fill in this blank for me. If I can only add this one thing to my life, it'll put me right where I need to be. Or if I can only remove this one thing from my life, it'll put me right where I need to be. What would you add or what would you remove from your life?
Remove bad habits.
But again, that's your boldness. That's your accountability. Bad habits. Can you touch on at least one of them that you want to remove?
Bad habit. When you get your paycheck or whatever, and you got your play money, your pleasure money, a lot of us spend a lot on that and don't take care of priorities.
Yes, that's what I'm gonna say.
Spend their money on something beneficial. So you probably got a bad habit of junk food, and when you can change that into a good habit, eating healthy food, you'll feel better, you'll look better, you'll be more energized, and it's nutrients for your body, so you can live on.
So in other words, you got to replace the bad habit with an acceptable, appropriate behavior that will add to your life and not take away from your life.
Exactly.
So when we talk about you specifically, and you mentioned priorities, another thing that it was all priorities, but the other part is discipline. right? So is that what you would add more discipline into your life?
You gotta have discipline because you gotta be consistent. You could start off good, tell your family and friends you're doing this, but once you got that fall off, everybody, that's traumatizing now because it's like you was that bored, now you're not. Now, so it's like you gotta stay consistent, and that's that discipline. So if you gotta, consistently do that good habit that you're trying to do to the point it becomes second nature. It becomes normal.
This helps you keep your priorities straight and be more disciplined. You gotta first remove the wrong people, places, and things out of your life that's bringing you down, and you gotta replace them with the right people, places, and things into your life to help take you higher. So your environment is the biggest influence on a person's life, their home and their environment. You gotta change your environment if you want to change your discipline and change your being more consistent with your priorities. Because what I'm hearing is that, let me know if this is true or not, but you could be susceptible to peer pressure, to other people, because you got a big heart in there. You did some stuff, but you got a huge heart in there and it's filled with love. So do you struggle sometime with overextending yourself to other people, that sometimes it puts you out of the way on your own?
No, it never. Because at the end of the day, if they do or don't get the message, I'm supposed to be serving God. Yeah. So that's the one that's supposed to I'm supposed to get rewarded for that good deed.
Yes.
By pleasing God. It got nothing to do with if that person is receptive to it or not. You got to play your part. You got to, be the good you want to see in the world. So long as you tried, and God count that as a good deed, you did your part. Some people will get the message, some people won't. Everybody learn at their own pace. Some people get A's, B's, C's, but they still learn at their own pace.
Yeah. A is not the only passing grade. You can pass other ways. No, you on it, brother. It's consistent with a lot of stuff I say. But what I was trying to tap into is, you mentioned how priorities and the lack of discipline, but you're talking in general. I was talking specific to you, like me. Yeah.
What's my issue?
Yeah, you don't gotta tell me just one, because I'm gonna give you a remedy for it.
I'm trying to get out of that street culture mentality and get to a more positive, beneficial thing. So that's my struggle, because a lot of rap music, as we see it today, is detrimental, it's damaging.
Yes.
It's not the message that we should be nodding our head to and remembering by heart. So I got a lot of that bad information in my brain, and it carries off in my character. I'm trying to get that away from me. A lot of rappers that come from the street, they'll tell you as soon as they make it, they getting out the hood. I go back to what you were saying, your people, places, and things.
The environment.
So once you elevate your mind, you got to change your pace, people, places, and things. You feel me? You want better in your life. You want to elevate and grow. So my issue is, I honestly had to get away from certain street friends. I had to get away from them and focus on myself, because that mentality, that lifestyle, that culture, that whatever belief system was holding me back, slowing me down. So it was. So I was touching on that right thing when I was like, you said, what's my issue? Yeah, that was one of them.
But even before that, when I was talking about the people, sometimes you overextend yourself for the people.
Right. I got people
and put yourself first. Okay.
I got people in that street mentality, and I give them no advice if they do or don't get it.
I do too.
I give up on them.
But let me tell you let me tell you what's going to help you with that. Your words, your thoughts, and your actions. It's all a mindset game. This life is about self-mastery, and you know that before, personal accountability. So your words that you speak, they all got to be consistent, not with where you were, but with where you're going. Your thoughts, they got to be consistent with where you're going, and your actions got to be consistent. Now, it's not going to happen overnight, because you still got to relive the residue from the old you. So that gotta play out. So that's why people get frustrated, like, damn, I'm doing all this good and none of that. No, it's gonna happen, but it's energy. So you gotta finish out that old energy of the old you until you can anchor in the new you. It's almost like a wash machine. When it starts again, you gotta drain that old, dish detergent out, the dirt in it, and then you start fresh. That's how our life is too. So what's happening to you right now is that life and God is flushing all that old you out. You gotta be accountable for that old you too. But the new you is being developed, and you're going to walk right into that as long as you stay consistent and be disciplined and keep your priorities straight, like we said before. You creating it, but that's why your words, thoughts, and actions got to reflect where you're going, not where you've been. And you're a winner. You got all this. You got all the ingredients. You like the Thanksgiving meal that everybody wants.
Yeah, that's food for thought.
You are that. You got it all. Give the people a message. Tell the people something. The young kids out there, or maybe somebody out there struggling, thinking that their life is over because they did a bid, or maybe they fell victim somewhere. What can you tell them to stay encouraged and to keep their life afloat until they get to the bag? Talk to them.
Just focus on making your situation better. Focus on the positive. You can't be gangster and you can't be religious at the same time. You gotta let one go. And if you want to make it and thrive and prosper, you gotta focus on leaning on God. And after the prayer, you gotta put the action in the work. And that action, again, gotta be positive. You can't be dibbling and dabbling. You can't have one foot in, one foot out. If you really want to make it and be successful, most people in that position would tell you they left that street stuff alone. They left that gangster mentality alone. So if you want to make it, you want to prosper, first start off with God, no matter your religion, and then put the action in. Make sure that action is consistent with positivity, with beneficial knowledge that will elevate you to be in a better position for yourself, for your family and friends.
Hey, brother, you so thorough and sharp, my brother. Listen, I'm about to let you go. You so thorough and sharp, man. I'm so thankful I ran into you. I like throwing people alley-oops to get slam dunks in life, but I think you threw me an alley-oop today, brother. You set my soul on fire. I feel what's on the inside of you, and it's love, it's sincerity, it's genuineness. Everybody want that. I can't wait till you get to where you're going to, man, because you're going to bless the whole world. Now, question. Do you feel better now after we did this interview than you felt when you was like, who this strange bull asking me to do this interview?
Do I feel better?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is definitely something beneficial.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So when they ask you, because now here's the thing, you glowing now, you smile like bang, your skin like, look at me. So here's the thing, when they say, what was you over there talking to the bull? Tell them I just been touched by an angel. My man, listen, bro, I love you for being a strong black brother that you are. I love you for not being what you've been through. I love you because you still pressing toward the mark for the prize of the high calling in Christ Jesus, my friend. Keep pressing on, my brother. Listen, I love you all too. This is what it's about. It's not about me. It's not about him. It's about accepting our gifts, developing the gifts, and giving them out to the world. It's about using us to elevate other people. He already said it. He taking up welding. This thing, he gonna start his own LLC, his own business. He gonna employ people that's gonna help him see each one, teach one, reach one. We're all connected, and as long as you understand that, you will win. But it's more important that you got to keep the main thing, and that's God in the center. You heard it straight from the man of the hour. Keep God in the center. You can't just be a talker of the word. You got to be a doer of the word as well. And one last thing I'm gonna leave that he said, when he said you can't be a gangster and you can't be on point at the same time. You choose ye today which God you're gonna serve. That's what came to my mind when he said that. You got to choose who you want to be, because here's the thing. God didn't give us group fingerprints. You're not supposed to be with a group unless you take your initiative first and then the group comes second. You got to be who you supposed to be, and nobody else in the whole world can match your fingerprint, my friend. So you be great. More importantly, be blessed.